These kids, teams running from, say, north to south against the breeze, just run.
Yeah.
Just keep tracking down, and they get inside maybe the 30 or 20 and get a result.
All right, Xavier College will kick off day 2 here, Confraternity 2022, brought to you by Central Queensland University. So a little bit of dew out there, I noticed, so that will be something to be wary of with these footies, which seem to be a lot slipperier than when I used to play. But you know, we used to have the old Gilberts. They had a little bit more grip and weight about them. So here's some heavy contact straight away. Hislop, a little arm wrestle there with his fellow prop forward and Bradley Dempsey. Dempsey was strong yesterday, the big redhead. Set up a couple of tries here. That's gone to ground as you'd expect. It's been tidied up at the back on the 30-metre line, making something out of nothing here. They go up the middle to Mount Maria from Mitchelton, 5 short of halfway. And here's this crazy man in number 9, Angus Neal. He was dynamic yesterday out from dummy half. He scored a couple of tries and set up plenty. And you've got to have a redhead in your side, haven't you?
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Actually, we got a teacher from Mount Maria that started with us this year. Mr. Darbin, and he mentioned him this morning. He said, take a look, you might see him, the mullet's nearly bigger than his body.
He is very good. So, but they got away to they completed a set, so that's a good start for Mount Maria, which is something that we didn't have. We got 2 boots off in back place. Somebody forgot to put the old...
Do the shoelaces up?
Probably Velcro, but anyway, so Manny Bowers will redress himself. So, half a break, here goes the lock forward. Harry Armstrong with an opportunity. Goes himself, Harry, on the way to the chalk. He'll touchdown for the first 4-pointer, and Harry Armstrong opens the account here for Xavier.
That was a great try by Harry. He attacked the line with speed there.
So less than 2 minutes on the clock. Here's a replay.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Nice show and go, drop under, beats the tackle, and good leg drive there by Harry. Nice away there. Shows plenty of speed.
I don't know if his mate in the number 12 jersey would be happy without Declan Drury because he was untouched. And so Harry decided to take on the fullback. If he hadn't got tackled, I think there would have been a few words between the 12 and the 13 on that one. But nevertheless, there a good start for Mount Maria. Their first, Xavier College, their first touch of the footy in the first set of 6, and they go over the score in the corner. So, a couple of T-Rexes out there, just short arms trying to pull down Big Harry, but he's determined.
Yeah, he was.
So how did St. Pat's go yesterday, mate?
Look, mate, we played St. Mary's Toowoomba in a sort of a nice hit out for us. That's our first game of rugby league this year, just quietly. So we go on, like most ALC schools here at Confo, off the back of a rugby union season. We get a 2-week window, do some training in rugby league and go in it, but the boys competed really well. I think they probably performed a little bit better than they thought they would in certain spaces, but then we had to tidy a few things up against Cathedral College. We lost 2, but both games there was improvement, so that's what we're after here for leading in today.
Most certainly, you always want to see the improvement, not decline. So conversion successful there for Xavier College. And they'll come back and restart here with only 3 minutes on the clock. But do you guys play league in the third term?
Yes. Yep. So AOC is a great initiative a few years back. Mm-hmm. Rugby league is in term 3 as a full sport now. We've got from grades 5 to opens or firsts. So every school apart from one can field that. So with 7 teams involved, 6 of them come to Confo, and I believe Villanova is trying to get into Confraternity. They're just sort of waiting for the queue to get into the queue. So hopefully, they'll get in one day.
Yeah, Villanova College at Cooperoo there. Back onto the famous Langlands Park.
Yeah, exactly. It's the definite area for it.
So I did actually play against Villanova once, and the game was called off because of a little fracas. I called it little, but apparently you've got all 34 players involved. It's called something major. But there's certainly always a lot of fun playing against Villanova down there at Tingalpa. A lot of fields there. And speaking of fields, Runcorn next year. St. Lawrence's will host next year. And here we go. Bit of a high shot. The referee says
good leg speed, bud. Good leg speed by that young fella.
Gets them across halfway. Last tackle now. They're going to keep
it in hand.
Again. Nice offload now. Away goes Bowers. And Bowers, the man who lost his shoes. He won't lose his shoes on his way to the try line. A great fend, and he puts 4 more points on the scoreboard.
Wow. That was really good. I think it all started from that frontier in the middle there. Did a nice hit up. And then, as you can see, Harry's involved again. He's gone down a short side and give it to the young number 3. He looks like a centre from the Cronulla Sharks there. He's a nice, strong-looking young man with a good fend on him. So,
double fends there.
Yeah.
Put one on Jack Roderick as well, right in the mush. And we've seen a few of those plays. It's not something as easy as you think. You do it wrong, you can bust your wrist, but that was a fantastic start. So, as you said, it was set by, I think it might have been Jordan Hislop, the 10.
Yeah, the frontier, yeah.
Busted over the halfway line and set up. They were on the back foot then straight away, weren't they, Mount Maria?
Yeah, they were. They did look like they were tackling okay and holding down their first couple, but then, I think that drive from the 10 showed a bit more leg drive, and then got this right edge here of Mount Maria on the back foot, and I think our number 13, Xavier, Harry, he's identified a weak point and went straight down there with the 3.
It's a far more complex role now, the 13 in the middle, isn't it?
Oh, exactly.
Conversion is successful, so 12-0. I can remember a player, you probably know him, Bradley Clyde, although he wore number 12, but here's the replay again, just holds it up long enough, puts one fend on, puts 2 fends on,
and
jab.
Yeah, as they say, when you fend something like that, you fend away from the guy coming to you, push off, use his weight to push off him so you accelerate away from him, so that was really good.
Fantastic. Yeah, someone like Bradley Clyde, who wasn't great at one thing, but he's good at everything.
Yeah,
he had license to go anywhere. And I always see these number 30s.
Short kick off here.
Straight down the throat there, and it's going to be Tomakovic. Go to the 40. Really need to be on song for those short kickoffs. Field position's pretty good here now for Xavier College. They're only 8 short of halfway. That's only the second tackle. Breeze at their back, a slight one at that. So I'll go through the middle, and they need a front up here. Angus Neal.
Yeah, there he is.
He's everywhere. I asked Father Michael from Iona College about the mullets. I said, are you allowed to have them at your school? He went, footy's going all right, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to Father Michael about that. Yeah, seen a couple of these young fellas walk past us the other day.
So here you go. Last tackle now. What can they produce? Finally, they got the footy. It's with Jacob Sauer.
Yeah.
Away he goes. He runs almost behind his own plate. He's going to be whipped to the ground on the 20. So another good completed set there by Xavier.
Very good.
A little bit flat-footed one out stuff, but they probably need to do this now. Mount Marie just get
I think they need to
get a kick away.
They just need to reset here, get down to the halfway, if not into their 50, and maybe do a nice kick.
And as I said to you, we're going to ask him to go back because he's crawled a few metres. Right now, you can't see it on screen, or maybe you can see it on screen. Every player is up. So we had kicks early in the tackle count. Oh, couple coming together. I'm not sure what the shoulder. The big fella came out of Bradley Dempsey. Oh, was that the best you got? He said. It was actually that Caleb Angelus.
Oh, he's fumbled it. So very much a huge effort there by the 8 from Xavier.
Just looking at Caleb Angelus and also Jordan Hislop, they're very similar with the hair. They're both coming together now.
Yep.
A couple of mountains like that. Somebody said to me this morning they're big kids. He said almost as big as you. I said they're bigger than me. Some of these guys.
Yeah. Oh, it's interesting when you go to the opening ceremony and you're walking around as coaches and you're sort of looking up to a lot of these kids now.
Exactly. Must be in the chicken. So that's 38 out from the try line. So again, Xavier College mounting some pressure. He's one on scrums. Hits the advantage line.
Hole.
Lovely pass. Well, that's what they need. That's what some of these union schools bring, those flat passes. The players hit it on the advantage line with pace, and they get some yardage. So they're 15 out from the try line once again.
They might go down looked like they might go on the short side, but they've opened this up. There he is again.
It was 4 on 2, and here he's the big Caleb Angelus. Good quick play, the ball again. Dart from dummy half. Here he goes again. Manny Bowers, and Bowers will be held up, looking for his second. This is a guy who lost both his boots before.
Yeah, and they've got a penalty. That might have been a bit tough there on that, but anyway.
Well, if it's Origin, he should have got 10 on the bench.
Well,
let's move on.
Let's move on from that.
Exactly right. Here he goes now. Hislop driving legs, gets close to the chalky.
Oh, they're really, really short out wide.
They're screaming for it. Oh, the big fella wants to have a crack at the line. He's going to go over, and that's Borsman.
Yeah.
Try and stop that.
Well done.
I think you're right on the money there. I'll let you go with this one, Brian.
Yeah, I said they were really short wide, but again, the straight run back against the grain again by the 8. You know, that's suppose the line he needs to run to either go out the back to shift it out wide or hit him short because he was coming. The good thing was he was coming with some leg drive.
But you're spot on because they knew they were short. They were hustling left, assuming they would go right
Correct.
with the ball.
Yeah.
Instead, they straightened the play and then bang. So they got them wrong-footed to a degree, and also the upright helps to a certain degree as well.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Well, he's just been a lot of mungle. He got close to going over the try line. They had a penalty which didn't help as well, so they knew they had a fresh set of 6 to try some stuff.
Yeah.
And throwing those big men at the line, they draw the outside men in, as we know, and then,
But it also, if you look back, it probably comes back to the fronties, the confrontation here when Mount Maria had the ball. The young bloke come up into a big body collision, which caused the Mount Maria guy to sort of stumble a little bit, but then knock it on it when he's trying to play the ball. So, that little error there and that effort by the young bloke from Xavier for that big collision has helped this happen. So, sometimes our young blokes have got to realise there's lots of little opportunities that they might do that help the team later down the track.
He throws the hair back like a lion with a big mane there. So very happy with his efforts to go across the chalk, and not very often the 8s and 10s score tries. So they certainly embrace it when they do. So once again, I'm interested in this kickoff. I would probably prefer to see him kicking to the left. And
yeah, the Suns this side, if they have a think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That one's going to be...
Oh, here he goes off the back fence, a big fella. Well done.
Well, it's good work there from Samuel Lanner. Got his body in the way. I don't know why, but he did.
Yeah.
He had to. So here they go, start rumbling. They need to just hold down and win this wrestle, do Mount Maria.
Yeah, I said they go okay the first couple of tackles. I think they just sort of might drop off around that tackle 3. But that's up again, Xavier doing a bit of extra work as well, moving them around.
I don't know how many times, Brian, I've seen penalties late in the tackle count running out from their own end. It's over-enthusiasm from the defending side, I know, but it's just it's a coach killer.
Yeah, well, that marker thing, I suppose, it's the young fellas really keen, so they get out a bit early or they're sort of not quite square. And our referees are learning as well, so it's great for everyone to keep learning here.
Yeah. And I'll readjust. Now it's with Tomakovic, the other centre 3/4 on the right side. They seem to be pushing the defence to the left. Here we go again, and good carry there from the back rower. Try scorer.
It looks like they're building for something here. They've gone to the middle.
Neil the tackler
They've
underneath.
shaped both sides.
They come if they've got a back line out here. Goes out the back here. Oh, he loses it. Good shot done. There. The 2-13s come together. Corey Anderson wins that one.
The 4 from Mount Maria read that really well because I think he's obviously worked out, and I think they might be starting to work out. Harry, the 13 for Xavier, is their main link across the park. So the 4 there from Mount Maria did a great job. Young Harrison Gordon. So well done there, Harrison. That's on you, that penalty. You got that by simply putting that energy in there in the defence on young Harry there for Xavier.
Once again, a relieving penalty for the side coming out of their end zone. They're going to take the tap. Keen on kicking for touch, sensing a chance
First
out wide.
tackle, having a crack.
I said yesterday to I was talking to Mark Liddon, who's coached the North Devils one day. I said, why don't they look for yardage with those penalty kicks, get it out as far as they can? And he said, look, if they don't get it out, they're playing reserve grade. So
yeah, there's no better coach killer than a penalty midfield and the young fella doesn't kick it out.
So he said, I don't care how far he kicks it, just kick it out, give some field position on one side of the park. So 13.
Good contact there by the 11 from Xavier.
Corey Anderson is the playmaker there. Angelus involved, so little kick in. It's going to have to be, he's the only one who knew about it, unfortunately.
Yeah, going back to the penalty thing, so the boys last year and the last few years have been used to just taking the 10, ask the referees, and we had discussions in our training block saying, I'm not sure what's going to happen, whether you get a penalty and you can kick out or you take the 10, so we sort of worked on a bit of just take the 10 and go.
Yeah.
First game, we've got the referees, no, you've got ball boys, you can take the penalty, so.
They've got another big unit out there with Xavier and Jamal Nelson. He's just on the right here, he goes.
Oh, nice little late footwork there.
Trying to go between the shoulders, wasn't he?
Yeah, nice little footwork.
Last tackle.
There's Harry, here he is.
Just That turns everybody around.
Could go dead. No.
The Steeden, don't trust it. He's going to have to run it out here now with Parsons. Parsons scored a good try yesterday, but he scored one now. But
good energy from those defenders from Xavier there.
Wrong in goal area for Parsons. Like I said, he scored one yesterday. Does the Gronk spike out of disgust. But good kick chasing.
Yeah, exactly. Like everything, you can have a kick. If there's no one chasing, it's not going to be a good kick.
Let's think about it, Steve.
Yeah.
You just might think it's gone end over end. And all inevitably, well, for myself, whenever I was fielding a grubber kick, just as it gets me, it always pop and go over my shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it just always did. So here's a line drop out, they throw it forward. And Borsman with one try goes and knocks a couple of 10 pins over. Dummy half is Roderick. Once he gets the footy, now they throw another big unit. This is Tommy Costello.
Yeah.
Costello, they just keep rolling. It's like the Alamo. They just keep coming, these guys. Dummy half now is Hoare. He looks for a forward runner and he gets Harry.
Yeah, Harry, you can just see Harry here doing to something.
Dummy half ends Hoare.
15, good. Oh. There we go. There's a little opportunity, Mount Maria, to get themselves back in this. Little mistake made.
It's just me. We're looking to the left-hand side of the field for most of this game.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of a sore neck there.
Yeah, but that's
all right.
And that's the thing, isn't it? You just build pressure. You don't have to score off every set, but you just build up. And these guys are going to be tackling. The back end of the game here, Mount Maria will be certainly a little bit gassed. First game up this morning.
Yeah.
Up to 2 strong at hit-outs last.
Yeah, that's the best thing about this competition is that everyone's waking up tomorrow feeling the same.
Yeah.
No one's feeling different.
Excited is probably the main word.
Yeah.
Just, like I say, his bruises are a little bit better, so Beale wants to go to the left-hand side. I think they've got options out here. He's got
quick,
some wheels. He's going to be dancing with the sideline.
Yeah.
Bit of centre over there and Gillette. They're just going around. They're staying away from the big men in the middle here. I think that's what Sam Neal needs to do. Send his players
some shape
on the edges.
I think the 7 wanted something there and he didn't quite get it. But there's still an opportunity here. It's only tackle 4.
It's halfway. Neal. Number to the
here
left.
He goes.
Line. So, chase is good enough. Good chase, and it's a tackle there from Harrison Gordon, I think, the 4.
Yeah, the 4.
So that's the 20. Now, they did build pressure and not give a penalty away.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They just got to be disciplined here and just work on that line speed, connect together. Markers hopefully work. Get Xavier getting a mistake here. But again, the big guys for Xavier are working hard. And there's our 8 and 13 again. And there's the 8.
Oh, they're combining together.
This is amazing.
Harry Armstrong and Robbie Borsboom. So all of a sudden they're on the 20 at the other end. Harry gets the offload. No look pass. Wasn't the best. That's going to be a knock on. So Harry comes up with an error. Harry Armstrong.
I think Big Robbie there, the front row, the 8 might be a bit filthy there. He's done all that work. He's made me run 55 metres, tip and go, and then reload, and now they've gone a short side and dropped at the back.
He couldn't
be filthy.
He had the sugar bowl happening.
Yeah.
He's still got to go on.
Like, seriously, boys.
It's always the same. We used to, playing rugby union, you just shake your head at the backs.
Yeah.
So we work all that way and you kick it away. Let's go. You go and get it. So on the 20. Get out, Neal. Try to go through the middle, coming out of there pretty quickly from front rows.
Yes.
Borsman, he's got some agility for a big fella, number 8.
Yeah.
Neal again. There's no way through there. They really need to go. Honestly, I'm not sure what coach.
There's a 5-1-3 down this side. If they just go through the hands.
Freedom can't. They go that left hand. The right defence of Xavier seems to be the weakest part, if there is one, for Mount Maria to exploit. They might do that in the second half after a chat at halftime or a conversation. There's a good carry here from Samuel Lanner, and he gets almost to the halfway line. Now he crawls over. It's the last tackle. Neal puts it in the air. This is a nice little box kick. He has to come. It's going to land at his ankles.
There's that Harrison Gordon again. Looks like a good defender. Oh, no, it's 19, isn't it? 19 there for Mount Maria. Julius Bond. Nice chase there. Like to see Mount Maria just tidy up here, just try and work Xavier. Xavier on the scoreboard they're in front. There's a few blokes just sort of. Well, there's our halftime leader anyway. But yeah, well done there from Xavier for a good half.
Well, it was all about the forwards, wasn't it, from Xavier College, led by that man Harry Armstrong. They have a lead of 18 points to 0 We'll be back with the second half. Brian Pollock joining me in commentary here from St. Pat's, Shorncliffe. We'll take a breather. We'll come back with the second half very, very soon.
Awesome, thank you.
For me, it's an opportunity to learn without restrictions.
It's the coach I need to always improve my game.
It's being a brother to another.
It's the chance to perform at my highest potential.
It's understanding the importance of our historical community.
So what can St Edmunds do for you?
We are
Men of faith.
men of learning.
Men of humility.
We are
Men of action.
We are
We are
we are
We are St. Patrick's College, Shorncliffe.
So it's all to be done here for Mount Maria College. They're down on the scoreboard by 3 converted tries. As I said before the break, Harry Armstrong, Robbie Borsboom, Jordan Hislop. Then they threw some other big units on the park, and Jamal Nelson and Tommy Costello. It's for Mount Maria to try and work their way around this big forward pack. Brian Pollock from the St. Patrick's College at Shorncliffe, joining myself here in the commentary. And I think the word out there would have been just go wide.
Well, yeah, I think so. I think they've got to move these big guys around from Xavier. But again, it's that try to eliminate your errors as best you can. Give yourselves an opportunity to play out your type of footy.
Actually, that's a good question. A point you made there. I don't know whether the completion rates were that bad.
No, I think, like I said, I think, they didn't sort of get too many opportunities to roll a set of 6. Because we've seen the hooker from Mount Maria there kick a number of times on tackle 5, so they were building pressure. They just weren't tidying up probably the first 1 to 3 tackles and against the big guys at Xavier College, rolling through the middle.
That's it, though.
They got the breeze, and we'll see what happens here in the second half.
So it's taken just 5 metres in the run in, so they need a good defensive set here, Mount Maria. And
they got inside the red line there, so that's a good start for them so far.
I swear, if I will try and pick some lotto numbers, if there's a penalty in this set of 6, I am a genius. It's always seems to be coming
He doesn't look keen to give one yet. I think the referee's locking the run. Here we go, down the left side.
So now they're starting to put the big bodies out wide as well, which could be danger time here for Mount Maria. They've got to defend. That's their halfway line. It's Jamal Nelson. Get up right on the halfway. 4th tackle. They're going to put it through the hands. Takes it, allowed to run. Half a gap there by Jonty Breen. Now it's the last. There you go. I'm not a genius.
13's a win. It'll hold it up. Decision to be made here. Well done. Come in, bud. Come in.
Jared Antisevic.
Well done.
And that was the other thing. Geez, he's flown out the line here, Harry Armstrong. Somebody fired him out of a cannon.
Yeah, great effort there. Yeah.
It's a 30
he's lucky he made the tackle. If he There's going to
Oh, well, they're still going, trying to dislodge the footy with brute force.
be... Yeah. They're short, really wide, but... Oh, nice work for the dummy half there.
There's nobody home.
Yeah,
The fullback's
and
involved in the ruck.
There's the big boys are out here, out left. The Mount Maria boys need to shift this.
Gap
here
here
it goes.
The big fella turns a small gap into a big
Well
gap.
done. Come on, shoot down the short side here, boys. You're on
Dempsey
here.
looking for a quick play the ball. The referee
That
says
could
it's
have
the
he could
last.
give a penalty here, surely.
And he does. Oh, Brian Pollock, get out there with the pink suit on. You're spot on. And that was good work there from Dempsey. He made the breakthrough. There. He could have sent it out wide. He saw half a gap.
Yep.
Charged back to his pace.
Well done, the 10 there. Big Bradley. Be proud of him as a coach. He could, like you said, he could have given it, but he decided I think it was the Xavier College for halfback shot up, and then he seen the space, and he went at it. And got his team a penalty.
Neil finds a touch. So they, being captain obvious, they do need to score first and keep scoring. Don't allow Xavier College to cross the chalk.
Correct. Xavier's very tight here, so the big fellas are looking for some confrontation.
Well, Dempsey's out in the third receiver. They get the pop pass away here from Stout. Now it's what's supposed to go now. It's with Dempsey.
Yeah, Brad, again, he goes. He's got good footwork.
He's got big Harry Armstrong's had to pull him down on the 20-metre line. They got a lot of numbers to the blind side, and they come this way through Neil. Pops out the fullback now, Bassam, and Bassam will fall over and lose the footy.
Yeah, they lost a little of their process there. I think they probably need to go a bit wider in their run, the Mount Maria boys, to realise to get away or move the big guys around from Xavier.
Do you like, Brian, the scrum set up these days where they've got to stay in until they're locked? Or do you rather see them break away whenever they like?
Oh, look, I think, transferring from rugby union school to, how the boys have to lock in and tighten up and engage and really, stay there for too long in some ways. I think it's nice that we just go in, make sure they're engaged and get the ball back in play as quickly as possible. But also it's helping the teams do little scrum plays with, that allowance that they could be a penalty and the smarter footy teams, the smarter footy player is identifying that at the scrum. He might be a back row that holds the ball a fraction and gets his team a penalty, and we all know that the Storm and the Panthers are all they're sort of doing those sort of things. So, these young fellas obviously idolise those guys and look to emulate what they do. So, I think it's a good thing that we can engage and go.
Yeah, and I also like that it's a one-on-one defensive between the backs. They've got actually
good hands
earn
here.
Their dollars. Well, what's he doing out there? That's going to unfortunately go over. Top referee says knock on.
I didn't go as far as saying moving forward. But exactly. I think it's good, and I won't be shy in saying we're trying to get our guys to think that way and do a little scrum play here and there and back themselves in what they think is a good option to how to condense the defence to give you space out wide or whatever it might be.
I sort of don't like to compare codes, but if you have those midfield scrums, it almost is like gridiron where there's a set ruck.
Yeah.
And then you can have a play where the linebackers or the wide defenders move around behind the scrum and set up a set
Here we go. Talk about a scrum play. There you go. There's our hooker. Look at him go. He's really, really good. I'll have to shout out Mr. Darwin. You're on the money.
I'll tell you
this young fella goes good.
If he was a dog and I was going into the yard, I wouldn't go anywhere.
Oh, great tackle there.
Harry
really,
Armstrong.
really good tackle.
Harry wipes out Neil in the back play. Half a chance.
Yeah, they need to go. They need to go left. Oh, he dropped it. It's turnover.
He's got a feeling like he's rolling it back. But anyway, they come up with the footy now, Xavier College. So promising stuff here from Mount Maria College in this second half. Halftime score was
good scoot there by Bowers.
18-0.
Powerful young man. 3. Oh, there's an opportunity. There he goes.
Dempsey's with it. So the referee's going to play on here. Get a lot of advantage, but they've got momentum.
This is their opportunity to get some points on the board here, Mount Maria.
A lot of players to the left, and a lot of grass.
No.
He realises that.
I think they need to. I'd try to hope get them to go to the middle and get to their right edge because that's where a bit of space is.
Cut out ball. Unfortunately, he loses there with Harrison Gordon.
I think the right option just didn't execute.
Treadway will come up with it. So let him off the hook again, so this is the frustrating part. But like I've said, in the first half. Brian, we're looking to the left of the screen.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good thing.
well, yeah, as the Mount Maria coach, you'd be saying, well, we're in their zone a bit here, so let's just try and keep working on them. Just need to get some success, Mount Maria.
Here they go. So he's about 10 post-contact meters.
Yeah,
Still going, the big dog.
And now he's going to, marched him back. Say sorry, move on. Oh, no.
Oh, half a chance is
Yeah.
Roderick, he's diminutive, but he's slippery. He's just hung on to in the tackle there from the wing. Jacob Sow, I'm not sure why he's there. It might be short of numbers out.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah.
Number 2, Jacob Sow, ankles tackle, pulled the big fella down. He went for a quick play the ball and they come up with an error.
Yeah, sure did.
So now Jack Roderick is just elusive, isn't he?
Yeah. And he ran onto the ball like he was playing a bit deep there, but he ran onto it and timed it perfectly. So he got it reasonably flat and used his speed in behind the ruck, and Mount Maria are a bit on their back foot there. Well, here we go. We got our middle scrum in the middle, and we're looking for Angus to do something maybe. Just a simple pass.
Well, I actually thought there might have been sort of like a semi-mousetrap where he broke off the halfback route, rolled around and created that extra man, so it was 4 on 3, but they decided just to hang on to the footy, don't play anything smart, because obviously they're in their danger zone.
Correct.
Just roll it out. It's with Neil, quick play the ball. This is good stuff. They're all offside, surely, sir, but anyway, play on. Not my call.
Nice did there, but Mount Maria need to get off the back of him. They're a bit deep, Mount Maria. They need to be flatter.
I think
up on the ball.
I think it's forward pack here from Xavier starting to tire.
Yeah. Square up.
Oh, big shot coming in.
Good offload. Oh.
Got the offload around. It's with Will Thomas, and Thomas is going to be, they're going to make a wish out of him before they pull him to the grass. That's 28 metres out from the try line with the last tackle now, says the referee. It's with Campbell, puts a grubber kick in here, needs a fortuitous bounce. Here's
Here
a
we
chance.
go.
Neil, can't pick it up, and somebody else does, and there's going to be a try. No. That's 2 knock-ons.
Yeah, 2 knock-ons. They get a chance again.
Play down. This is good stuff here from Mount Maria. They've responded to what the coach has said at half-time, and that's got to be pleasing for a coach, even if the score might end up 0-0 for the second half, and that's what you want. You're always improving.
Yeah, you do. And as I said, this is why this carnival is such a great thing, either from the top tier, from the Ignatius Parks and the cathedral colleges and all those up the top. They're building into their carnival and they're looking to improve every way. Similar to these teams out here today, they're sore and sorry, but they're trying to improve, and you can see some success here with Mount Maria. And, some of their younger blokes who aren't as big as the Xavier College boys are actually showing some courage and running hard and trying their best to get some success this second half.
One thing, Michael's up here, and he wasn't talking footy. He's talking about how this is great for young men and young women of their age to actually go out and play team sports, learn their discipline, apply their trade, build friendships and culture and that. And for mine, it's actually, whether it's under 8 or it's Origin, there's 2 sides going at each other, playing the best they can. The quality might be different, but the heart and the intention is still the same. So they go to the right-hand side. And that's the wonderful thing about sport in general.
Yeah, exactly. Totally. And like you said, the Origin displayed those traits at the highest level in Australia.
Everybody's having a dive.
They've got something here, Mount Maria. They had to get some success, and but they only had Xavier College had 2 players outside their posts. But yeah, I suppose we're here. We might as well keep going at them. That was sort of the mentality, I think.
It's just pick and drive.
Yeah, they might play a bit of rugby union somewhere.
Neil tried it himself,
but that scrum play went from the scrum play, got over there, and the
13 had a crack.
Eyes go in under. Oh, there you go. The Xavier boys forgot where the try line was, I think. And the white line's there, and the young fellow just straight over. So well done there.
Crosby Anderson, 13 from.
But again, that's probably come from, like we said, that we're watching the left-hand side of the screen a lot. So they're building a bit of pressure, and now Xavier have made a couple of little errors, and they get an opportunity. And no, it's not as crisp and looking as it should be, but they got an opportunity and took it, and they got a try out of it, and they can celebrate that and move on.
Yeah, Angus Neil started that momentum downfield. Little man wriggling his way through.
Yeah, making ground, and that mistake there by the Xavier fullback, and that was because they had young blokes chasing to kick down as well to put pressure on. So, no, well done there to Mount Maria.
Important kickers. as Xavier converted all theirs. Unfortunately, that's waved away, so the score is 18-4.
All right, well, Mount Maria's challenge now is to get what I would call a positive to a positive, John. They've got that kick, got that try, and now they need to take a good catch and build to, say, a 4 or 5 and see what happens.
We talk about coach killers. Is there a bigger killer than conceding a try straight after scoring one? It's got to be up there.
It's close to getting a penalty and not kicking it out, John. There you go. It's one of those.
So that's how severe
You got given an opportunity and you decided not to kick it out. Well done. But yeah, this is even from the top level. I think that would be Craig Bellamy spray would come from somewhere. If it's like, oh my God, can we not just complete that? But we know that those blokes sort of don't sort of make those errors. But no, just looking over the grounds, John. It's everywhere, isn't it? It's already started. There's games on everywhere at the moment.
I know they're a pest, but this just looks like a bunch of fire ants. Every game they're scrambling all over the grass, and that's going to be thrown back in the field. The touch judge puts the wrong arm up. He put up the arm without the flag. But
I hope there's a touch there from Xavier, or else we didn't get that positive to a positive that we're after. The young fellow here, the touch, he's talking.
So it depends
big
on where
discussion
he's
here. I think is he a Xavier College young fellow?
I don't know. We had actually it's quite funny yesterday, Brian. We had who got the Firebirds colours, the purple colour.
Is it Assumption?
Might be Assumption.
Yeah. From Roma way? Are they up that way?
There's a penalty for Chat.
Oh.
I think Sammy Neal. So there's the coach killer.
Yep,
That'd be number one.
Yep. But again, you applaud Xavier College for going for a short kickoff to try and get the ball back, I suppose. So that's the little things that good footy players think of sometimes in the schoolboy level. Memory just got to control their sort of emotions here. Just got to defend this set and hopefully get some success.
And Gels with the first carry. Now the back row wants to have a crack now, and Declan Drury. Dart from dummy half here from Ethan Hoare. Hoare goes himself. There's the chalk just denied. He's been pushed back in the field play by Thomas Dowd. Well and truly pushed back. Number 11 at dummy half. They've got numbers. Has to come out of the line, make the tackle. He doesn't. Over the top, Harbour Bridge pass, and they're going to go over and score in the corner.
No, great scramble there, Mount Maria. Well done. Well done.
10 in from the far side.
Got some good defensive spacings here, Mount Maria. What's going to happen? Oh, he showed and go. Short side.
Jonty Breen.
Well done.
All on the back of an error and a bit of lip.
Yeah.
The ultimate. I
think every part of the coach killing dictionary was in that one.
Oh, unbelievable. Look at this, though. Just a little half dummy, and fortunately the tied defence there of Harrison Gordon wasn't up to it. And
Mount Maria, and I suppose the dummy half there sort of made them go off the line in a slight angle. They didn't sort of come up straight a little bit, so which caused that sort of, the show and go to happen a bit easier.
I'm not sure. It might have been St. John. But anyway, they had the trainer was out in the high vision. He also had purple on.
Yeah, it's a new colour.
And so but the player was running. The trainer was out the back, and he's throwing the ball to the trainer. I think it was on his fullback.
Did he go right?
He had to get out of the way, and it was jumped on by the opposition.
Didn't the grand finals sort of back in a couple of years ago have that sort of scenario?
Yeah, the yellow high vis, but. That's high vis yellow, but the purple with the purple team just doesn't seem to work. No, but anyway. And speaking of which, it was I see the high vis stuff with Struddies on there. So if you're down here at half time or in between grounds, go over to the Struddies Centre. I can see it over there. There's a lot of merchandise over there. Like I said yesterday, I bought a heap every year I go to Confraternity or the Murray Carnival. Struddies is there, and I always buy some gear. All the kids steal it off me at home, but it's good quality stuff, and it's. He's a good community man, Ross Strud.
Well, we came down just for a look on Sunday morning, and they're all setting up and all the gear, and every second question was, "So when are we going in there? When are we going in there?" And I said, "Well, you'll get your chance during the week. Just hold your pack pocket, hold your money ready, and you'll get in there and enjoy the good colours and the good attire that he's got."
Yeah, and it's not dear. And that's what I like about Ross. He makes it affordable. I know.
Yeah.
Back in COVID, when there was a lot of stuff not going on, he had a lot of stock, but he moved quickly with his generosity. So get over to Struddies if you hear it, or online, and pick up some quality merchandise.
Good effort.
I don't know whether Ross is here.
Good effort there by the sixes there from Mount Maria. Nice defensive effort there from Will Thomas.
Here.
This is good. Again.
Davies, get into the middle!
One of the tacklers, along with a little bit of help from the fullback and Luke back. So a new fullback here, but he's back in position. So a defensive set here needed by Mount Maria.
Tackle 3 and they're just outside the 20, so it's a good defensive set so far. I think Xavier's going to, looks like their shape, they might go wide here.
Dempsey won that.
There we go, he's won that tackle.
Yeah. He's got to play down back low, but that's, I will stop
play
it.
here. Yeah, I think he...
Dempsey's gone over straight away to check out his teammate.
Well done.
And speaking of well done, we've had a couple of... We had a player unfortunately sent off here for a spear tackle yesterday, but we've had a couple of yucky tackles, and not momentum and not tackling properly, and these things you learn. But not once did everybody come in.
Yep.
We see it in the BRL, we see it in the Host Plus Cup.
Yep.
Somebody gets tipped on the head. Everybody wants to come in and do a bit of push and shove.
Yep.
I mean, really, it's the guy who's done the tackle feels gutted.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably could have injured somebody pretty seriously. But what was beautiful yesterday, the kid said sorry. He went back on side. There was nobody coming together, and that's the culture and the spirit of confraternity, and that's just good sportsmanship, and that's taught through the schools. With
Exactly. It's something that while the game that we play is a tough game, and these guys, as you said earlier, are trying to find themselves in young men and just having the courage to play this game at the best they can. And sometimes things go wrong, but I think with the education that our boys go through and girls go through now, it's while you can be have the toughness, but you can have the empathy and the humility to say sorry and apologies on that. And I know that was an action of mine, but I think with both teams and all the colleges here know that, and it's as they say, the spirit of the carnival is in full flight when you see that sort of stuff.
I know Wayne Treleaven, a good
Wayne,
friend, coaching
Morris Ashgrove there.
Yep. And I saw him at the airport, and I said, "Are you going to do any more coaching?" He said, "Mate, I get to coach these young blokes who are well mannered, turn up for training, listen to what I have to say. My kids don't listen to me." He said, "These kids do."
Yep.
And he said, "It's a pleasure to see them improve." Unfortunately, Ashgrove lost both games yesterday, so he's probably going to get sacked.
Yep. I might see Wayne tonight at the dinner and say...
So what are you doing next year?
I've got a bit of conflict here. A little secret from me is my son actually goes to Morris College Ashgrove.
Oh, yeah?
We live that side of town, but I teach at St. Pat's. But it's a great school, and they've got great young men that go there, and it's the same philosophy in our school systems and every school system in Queensland, in the Catholic and the independent colleges.
I thought you were going to say, mate, I hear you're looking for a job.
No.
After 2 losses, yes.
Well, I still might say that.
Yeah, he'll like that. So, but it's great to see players who played the game in the past. Obviously, we had Chris McKinnon, we got Matt Guy,
and Tony Martin yesterday.
Tony Martin,
yeah, it was great to see. I said I've never met Tony, but it's great to see and Matt Guy at Marymount. Like it is, I think, a couple of years ago when Matt started, I got to meet him at the dinner, or we played against him, and got to meet him at the dinner, had a nice chat. And it's great to see. That's a Shepherd set. Yes, thank you. Great to see, I suppose the fun. I think I would be wrong in saying with him, and I heard him interviewed the other day on the radio, and he speaks highly of the process and using this confraternity carnival and rugby league as the vehicle to help young men in all their things.
Push up!
Yeah, and the basics of life, I suppose, with your teamwork. So here we go now, Ken.
Yeah, well
done. Little offload.
Come on, Mount Maria. We need a second one here.
Last play! That was last play.
That's full time, and I think
held up.
That looks like a ruck in rugby union.
Give it a try, sir. It's full time.
Well
it is full time. 22 points to 4 to Xavier College with their 4 tries. Just the 1 try in the second half from both teams. Manny Bowers scoring, Jonty Breen scoring one of those, and Crosby Anderson scoring an unconverted try there for Mount Maria. It gives you a 22 points to 4 scoreline. So that is full time. A second game coming up shortly. Are you joining me for the next one, mate, or you got?
Mate,
I've actually,
go? Yeah, we kick off at 11 o'clock on Field 3 against the Emmaus College from Rockhampton. So we're looking forward to it.
Please come back.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'll see if I'm free. Hopefully free Thursday. Might come back for a bit of a chat.
Most certainly, more than welcome. So Brian Pollock there from the